It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Indianapolis Colts.
Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
They've got good play. Happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the pass. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Colts 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That second down play nets a -4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
On first down, Gibson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 76 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Taylor, the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
At the 38-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
The give to Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play there for Indy. 62 yards on the ground. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They run with Taylor, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 14, Colts 7.
Second and 13. This is brought in by Gibson. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Down, Colts.
huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Gandy Golden.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Washington.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that's complete to Gandy Golden.
The pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
He was tackled.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. On play action, they'll throw.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes this Washington 21, Colts 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense at the line and set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Taylor.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
To number 80.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
40 yards.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gandy Golden.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 5. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A 20-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Tough when they're first drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.